Hey, welcome to the video. My name is Balasabas, and today I want to share with you a tool that I use to schedule my content to go on social so that I'm consistent with my social content. All right, so let me share my screen and we're going to talk about Adobe Express's content scheduler. Let's go. Before we get started with this tutorial and sort of this demo of Adobe Express and its content scheduling tool, the main thing I want to first point out here is that you can get started with Adobe Express free forever, no credit card required. And so I would urge you to go to the link in the description and land on this website here and create a free account so that you can follow along this tutorial as well. As you scroll down here, it'll show you what Adobe Express is all about. There's AI, there's templates, there's so many resources here that you can use to create really amazing images and even videos as well, and look like a pro doing it, without very much, training. Right out of the gate, you can look really professional and have like some really sleek, really cool looking content and images that you can use, not just for social, but all sorts of different documents and resources. All right, so there's also some paid plans here that you can jump into and take a look at. There's free trials and all of that stuff, and so you can find that in the link in the description. Here we are inside of my Adobe Express account, one of my test accounts here. And so right up at the top here, you can see all of the different types of assets and things that you can create: social media, videos, photos, documents, marketing tools, and of course, generative AI. All right, so I'm going to go today to talk about the scheduling tools. So first thing you can do is go to the left here and you'll see the scheduler right here. Okay, it's really easy to find. Click on schedule there on the left hand side and you'll see a calendar. So this is one way to go about it. I'm going to show you another way, and that is right here. This is one of my designs that I use. This is one of my thumbnail templates for myself that I use for YouTube. Okay, and so from here I can design my thumbnail, right, as I have already. And I'm going to go then to the share button on the top right here. I'm going to point at it. There's the purple button there that you see, the share button. And if I click on that, you'll then see this scheduled post option. All right, so you'll see scheduled post right here. I'm going to try and point at it, but if you click on share, you see scheduled post right there. And I'm going to click on scheduled post. And right away, it pulls up the share to social media. Let's say LinkedIn. We're going to put a caption, test caption. So you can actually schedule the time and date. So I can change this date to, let's say, December, a month from now, and a specific time. So let's say 8 a.m. All right. I can also pull up the calendar here, and you can see that it's really intuitive and it can show you everything there as well. All right. Now you can also save this as a draft. Okay. So a lot of people will want to save this as a draft, and then their team members or maybe their clients can actually take a look at what is being scheduled. All right. So you can schedule that as a draft as well. All right. I'm going to go back to LinkedIn. There you go. So test, draft. And I can also then preview this post as well. And there you go. I can see how it looks when it gets posted to LinkedIn. All right, really awesome. Now I can also then go here on the right-hand side. You can see that I can add other images, more images here. All right, so if I can click on this plus button here, there you go. I can add additional images if I want, right? I can add, let's say this one, okay? And add. It's going to take a little second here and away we go. There we go. And it is now there, right? So when I preview this again, going to the preview button right here, preview, both images will show up like it would on LinkedIn. Okay, let's add a couple more just so that it will look sort of normal kind of looking, because that kind of looks funny. But when you add 4, this is what it will look like. These are some examples just so you can see what the layout will look like when you preview and add 4 images. Okay, there we go. And you can kind of see how this may look like. And so if you want to, you can get really fancy and you can kind of make them look, have a design where all 4 images perhaps really connect with each other so that it can make a larger image. If you want to get fancy, you may have seen some of that happening on some other folks' social platforms and channels. So you can start previewing that here as well. All right. And so there you have it. That is how the Adobe Express content scheduler works. Thanks again for watching this tutorial, this video. Hopefully you found value in that. Make sure you go to the link in the description. If you don't have an Adobe Express account yet, you can get started for free. And like I showed you earlier, no credit card required, no expiry. You can use it free forever. I love Adobe Express. I use it myself, and I'm really excited for you to hopefully jump in and learn more about Adobe Express. There's more videos here on this channel around Adobe Express and tutorials, but if you have any specific questions that I can answer in future videos, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.